I asked you all where to go next, and the answer to it was a very close race. And with that, welcome to Nimby Rails, everyone. I offered two options. One of them was to go towards Poznan and Berlin, the other one towards southern Poland, Wrocław and Katowice to be exact. Yeah, maybe more Katowice. When I checked out the poll for the first time, it was exactly 50-50, of course. Only later it dipped in favor of Poznan and Berlin. So that is where we are now, at Poznan station. Poznan itself is the fifth largest city in Poland, and a handful of major railway lines run through the town, which makes it a vital hub for domestic travel. And with the Eurocity to Berlin, it even has an international line. The station commenced operation in 1879 and has undergone multiple transformations over the years. It was heavily damaged during World War II, also during Allied bombing in 1944, which led to significant reconstruction efforts post-war. In preparation of the UEFA Euro 2012 Football Championship, a comprehensive modernization project was initiated. The 160 million euro investment led to the development of an integrated transport center, encompassing a new station building, car parking facilities and a coach station. The new station building, which was opened in 2012, is situated above the platforms. In 2023, the station handled approximately 24.9 million passengers on its currently 16 platforms, which we will use to offer train services in Nimby Rails. Inside Poznan, there's also a big tram network, which we might tackle in a future streamer video. Plans are underway for further redevelopment of the station area, including the construction of new platforms and the potential demolition of the old station building to accommodate expanded rail infrastructure. These developments aim to enhance the station's capacity and functionality, and I can only hope that I will be able to visit Poznan one day, when Rail Baltica opens all the way to Tallinn and I take a very long train ride. A bit on a different note, but in Germany news finally broke about the ICEL. Videos have been uploaded showing the train on a test ride in the Netherlands, which is a very clear sign that Berlin to Amsterdam will soon switch from the old IC trains to the ICEL. I have already planned to search for a beautiful spot along the IC route to catch one or two of the old ICs before they will be gone soon. What are your thoughts about the ICEL? It is the very first time in history that we have a loco hauled ICE, and my honest take is that it is just a highly praised and glorified intercity. It isn't worthy of the Intercity Express name, not only because it is loco hauled, but also as it has a slow top speed compared to real ICEs. Enough of a rant though, let's return to Nimby Rails. So we are at Poznan station. I haven't built platforms yet. And what we talked about, here you can see underneath, or where the platforms go underneath, is the new coaches station, the new station building. All in all, a beautiful place, I can only imagine. also from the pictures, and underground stations are always more interesting. I haven't yet created the platforms. We need a few of them actually, because the intercity to Germany, sorry, not the intercity, the Eurocity to Germany needs a place where it can reverse. I think we will actually take 2 platforms for that. So I would go with these. Let's signal them. I will just signal the station along the way. It is reversing only basically for the high-speed trains, so let's also take a 3rd platform. Let's build it like that. And then also here, put in a signal. They all reverse, which means signaling is easy. I can put a signal here, I can put a signal here, I can put a signal here. And this is all pure mayhem and chaos. There's no way to switch back over, which means I can theoretically... Is there a way to switch from left to right? Yes. From right to left? Yes as well. So what we can do to make life a little bit easier is to put in a signal there. So these one-way signals. And then to basically create a bubble. So when they pass the very first switch area, then they are in the small bubble, the small line here, and that ends exactly here. And then the other switches, and then the station area there. Yes, I have already created, of course, the entire line. I have tried to integrate it with the regional rails. So here, for example, you can see we have, when I activate the speed overlay, 160 kilometers an hour, which is just the normal tracks. And then when we go over here, everything 160, yes, until here. And then the ones that stays at 160 is the normal tracks, and then goes up to 200 for the high-speed line, and later down the line up to 250, which is the top speed for the entire line. Down here at Kalisz, I hope or Kalisz, something like that. I decided to not build the station. I have to fix that. Give me a second. Let's activate the existing railways. Then we do this, this, and this. So we have 300 meters station. It's not Helios, it is Kalisz. So deactivate it. I can actually leave it activated. You can see it here. The high-speed line normally comes in, goes over, at least the proposed part. And I decided to put it into the main line, make it go down through the curve, basically force it through there, and then it runs through the normal station, so no passing tracks, past the yard, and then down here, with all these lines, it's horrible to see, show existing railways off. Here you can see it switches off from the main line again to form its own high-speed line. So same here, you already saw that switch off. It then runs all the way to the triangle I mentioned. Okay, it's not a real triangle, but the switch off where the high speed goes later to Vorkla. And the area around Lodz, you already know that. So let's go in. Let's go to lines. And I hope when we go to not depot, but trains. In the express lines, this is Katowice, that's Krakow, that's Poznan. Yeah, that's Poznan. Let's go. I will start, of course, again with the basic mode. I want to take platform 10 for it. And then after that, everything is just, we do this, we do that. We go back to basic mode. And then I don't need to care about anything but this. And then also here I don't need to care about anything. I have to care here that depot is slower tracks, so the trains don't switch accidentally into the depot, because the going through the depot is actually faster sometimes than via the main line. Just standard Nimby Rails logic. And then yeah, I think I will put it down here, so in the middle. And then on the platform, in this case now 11 and 13, I think I have to rename them later down the line. I think they are not accurate. I will put in the Eurocity to Berlin. I mean, actually, I can already do that. So, from Berlin-Zachotnia, yes, Warschauer-Zachotnia to Berlin Zoologischer Garten. So, we start again, platform 11 in this case. Going with the advanced tool to put into waypoints here. And zoom out again. And because it is a Eurocity... No, not. I just thought I could add more stops along the way. I can't. So what we will do is also put in advanced stops here. And then go into the basic mode. And then just take both of them. You can see here in the middle, cannot find path. That's perfectly good. That's perfectly okay. Because we don't need a path between them. Because between those two stops, we have to fit in everything between Poznan, Frankfurt-Oder and Berlin. And later down, Berlin Zoologischer Garten is, I think, a little bit to the west of the city. Somewhere up here in the area, Charlottenburg, Moabit. Wedding, I'm not too sure. Let me just check it out very fast. Yes. Here, this is Zoologischer Garten. It has 4 tracks. I'm honest, I don't know why the Eurocity ends there. I'm not too sure if we can actually reverse. No, there are switches into to let it reverse, but yes, that will be something for the future. Because I spent too much time actually creating this line. That's the horrible part about high-speed lines. If you care about level crossings, let me just deactivate the lines tool. The line overlay, sorry. I put in 50-meter bridges everywhere, so not 50, 100 meters, 250-meter segments over every single road. I may count them. No, I don't. I don't want to. There's so many bridges in here. I spent too much time, so I will do the scheduling of the line after this video is actually uploaded, and I also have to schedule this line. But yes, we're making progress. And when I see it like this, Poznan and Gdansk are not that far apart from each other. So maybe, just maybe, it is time to start to create a line from Warsaw to Poznan, create a regional line to Lodz, and then work around this line to create more regional lines, work in the northern part. But that's something for the future. But I think I've just found the next region of interest north of the main line towards Berlin. Yes, I'm starting to get more motivated to play in a very long session on Nimby Rails and do a lot of lines. So with that, I hope I will catch that motivation later today when I'm back from work. And I see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoy your support. And also, if you watch until here, write it down in the comments if you would be interested in actually seeing more of train spotting shorts, because I thought about going out more onto the real train lines somewhere in southern Lower Saxony in Germany and check out there what I can catch. See you in the next one. Thank you for your support, and I am out. Bye bye.